In this episode of our new home series, I'm sharing progress on our kitchen and our new home. Specifically, I am working on unpacking and organizing the kitchen, and I'm sharing some of my favorite products with you that I used to get it all done. So stick around to see how it all went. Welcome to the Budget Bounce. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen, and we talk all about living life on a budget, saving for our future, paying down our debt, and all the life that happens along the way. So if that's up your alley, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below and tap on the bell so that you'll get notified every time I post a new video. This video today is going to be a combination of video and photo footage that I took in late December through like the middle of January when I was working on getting our kitchen organized. That was the room that I wanted to get organized because I wanted to be able to use it. So throughout it, I'm going to be talking about the process that I went through. I'm going to be showing you products that I used, and anything that I mentioned, I will link everything I possibly can down in the description box below. You just need to go check for it down there. So let's get started. Here you can see our kitchen the day after the move, and then this is the other side of the kitchen with all of the boxes. Here is where we've made some progress. This is, I think, a day or two later, and this is Xanthi helping me with washing some dishes, getting them ready to put in the cupboard. She was a huge help through our whole process of packing and moving. Now these next few pictures are of Henry and Bug playing in the kitchen, like a little girl, a box, and a dog, and you have all kinds of fun. So here we are. That was her foot sticking out of the box. Uther can't figure out what in the world is going on, but she is giggling the entire time. So I have some video up here next of them playing around as well. Nope. Well, now here you can see the shenanigans continue as Henry's now gotten down on the floor to play with Uther, who is having a blast. Uther is 5 months old in this picture and a lot smaller than he is today. And here comes Bug. She is like, what's going on in here? I don't want to miss out on any of this. And so this just kind of made it all fun it was a nice break from everything. I did not mind the interruption at all because it was just really, really overwhelming. And so to get this break and to laugh with them really, really just lifted my spirits and helped me keep going. But you can see they are having a blast. She loves her Uncle Schmoopy. So there is a story, if you've ever watched the Goldbergs, Beverly Goldberg calls her kid Schmoopy all the time. And as soon as I heard that, I looked at Henry. He was a lot younger when we were watching this. And I said, that's it. You're my Schmoopy. And so I've been calling him my Schmoopy ever since. And anyway, that's how he's Uncle Schmoopy. Here's some more pictures of our progress. You can see as we're working through everything in the kitchen, it's still a mess everywhere, but we are getting there slowly but surely. Next up, you'll see some video that I shot kind of showing you around. Hi guys, it's Jen. I'm back with some more progress on our kitchen. And it is now Tuesday night, the 23rd of December. And I have slowly been working on this all day. And when I say all day, all afternoon. My morning was full from the moment I woke up at 6 o'clock all the way until almost 1 o'clock. So I had appointments and errands to run, and we had things to do at the other house and all kinds of stuff. And Uther's over here having a good time right now. Let's see if we can see him. So, he found something he shouldn't have. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. So, like I said, I ran around all morning, and then I had the afternoon. And just so you guys know, ever since I had COVID, and if you're new and you didn't know this, I had COVID back in September with complications
in October. I had to be hospitalized and all this. So I was really, really sick. I was not somebody who got lucky and was asymptomatic or had mild symptoms. And ever since then, my stamina it's a lot closer to what it used to be, but it is not what it used to be. And so I can work for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes and then I got to sit down. And, and throughout the day, as the day goes on, sometimes those stints get to be like 10 minutes and then I have to sit down. So it's slow going. And also I'm having some decision fatigue when I go through all this, but I just wanted to show you some of the progress. So I'm actually going to walk over here and show you this. I'm going to pause it and turn the camera around. All right, so this is what you see when you're walking in from the dining room. And so this is our kitchen table here. And all of the boxes that were on it, under it, or around it are gone. So yes, there's still a lot of stuff on here. That's, of course, that'll all be dealt with. But those boxes are gone. And then over here, now this is going to look like a nightmare, but this is everything that's in the kitchen right now. It looks like a disaster. There's more over here. And we have some things down here. What you see, these two boxes here, this one and this one, they are boxes of stuff that I am not keeping. So they're all things that I'm going to let our daughter take a look at after she gets moved. If she wants any of them, she can have them. Beyond that, I may ask my sister if she wants anything. And then other than that, we're getting rid of it. So I don't know if we'll sell it or if we'll give it away, but we're getting rid of it. So let me just show you kind of what we've been doing. So I've been purchasing some organization things so that I could make the most of our space. So this is our everyday plates and dishes. And so there's going to be a bunch more, there's pint glasses in the dishwasher right now that'll go underneath that basket. I'm not sure exactly what's going to go in the baskets, but I ordered them and just so that I could try to maximize this space. And so we'll see what ends up there. I said to Matt this morning, I didn't know if everything was going to fit. And I had only put one thing up here above the refrigerator. And now it's full all the way back to the back. And I maximized the space by having that shelf. I don't know if you can see that shelf right there. And so that's got a roaster on it. I don't think there's anything under it right now. So there's a little bit more room back there, but I've got things that I don't use all the time back there behind the cereal. So that's what's above the kitchen, above the refrigerator. And then this is the cabinet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a separate video on this or not. I'm doing all this filming and we'll put it all together later. But this is the cabinet that is my baking cabinet. So all of my spices, oils, seasonings, everything that I need for baking, measuring cups, all of that. It's kind of like a baking station. And I know there's a lot of stuff right here. All of this stuff is going to go in the pantry. But I have all the things that I need, the cooking utensils. And then I have this drawer. And it's got my measuring cups and all other types of things used for cooking. So including baking, like here's my Uther, off. Okay, so this is new. Uther has started jumping on the counters. So anyway, so things look like a disaster here, but the good news is I don't have any boxes on the floor. None. I have stuff in here, but I don't have any boxes on the floor. This bin is a bin of, I don't want to deal with this right now, so I'm going to put it in here and deal with it later. That's what that is. Back here, so I got this container for the cat food. We actually already had it. I bought it to put all of Bug's crayons and coloring books in, but nobody follows that. So I'm using it for the cat food. And then this is for the dog food here. This will not stay like this. It's just I have this box back here for recycling. The previous owners left and they were moving too, so their trash can and recycle were full. So we're taking it all over to the other house, one box at a time. So, and this door doesn't stay open if I don't have something in front of it. But this is the inside of the pantry door. And it's not very organized, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. So I will be redoing all of this. I just wanted to show you guys where I am at this point. There is one more box of stuff in here. This is all plastic, like Tupperware type stuff. So I don't feel like dealing with that until I get my organizers for the Lazy Susan. But this is what I'm looking like over here. So that goes way up there. Like there's no way I can get anything up there without the step stool. Not even Matt can, or Henry. They're 6'2" and 6'3". But this is what it looks like so far. Very disheveled. Actually, this whole spot right here next to the food processor, this is going to be where my KitchenAid mixer is going to go. So none of that stuff is going to be there. And then I've got this. I did bring this over from the other house today. So you can see we got cereal down there. I've got an empty spot, and then I've got potatoes and onions in the top. And then that's our steam mop right there next to it. I've got back here, I've got, that's our electric skillet. And then also there is a grid for the stovetop. So we have a griddle on it right now. It's part of the stove, and you can trade it out for another, I guess, a grate. That's what it's called. And then there's these shelves, and like those paper towels are up there so high. Matt threw them up there, but I cannot reach that without using the step stool. So we have to get something figured out here. Does anybody know what these are called? What these shelves are called? Because I really want to buy another one and put it halfway in between these two shelves so that I have another place to put stuff. But anyway, we'll see what happens here. So this is the pantry. So literally, you guys, I have spent all of my time working in the kitchen. And let me just show you this cabinet again. Let me close these now that we're done. So this is where I feel like there's a few more coffee mugs maybe, but maybe I gave them all away. Because I know I didn't keep them all. So this is our coffee mugs, and then this is our plastic cups. This is all stuff. So obviously we have cookbooks here. This is all stuff for Bug. And then this is some meds, like in particular, I've got this bottle that's almost empty. And then there's two more bottles. It's allergy medication because Bug is allergic to cats. 3 cats lived here before we got here. And we have 1 cat of our own. So she gets a little sneezy when she's here. I've got this corner organizer that I'm going to be doing something with. And then up at the top, I haven't done anything. They left that glass here. I just noticed it today. I'll have to pull it down and wash it. And then we can just add it in the other cupboard. But I don't know what all I'm going to put up there yet. All right, so that's my upper cupboards and my pantry. I'm not going to go through anything else down low at this point in time. Still working on that. You can tell the counters are just a wreck right now. But I'm trying to get it to the point. We have Xanthi and her family are coming over. Xanthi, Bug, and James are all coming tomorrow night for Christmas Eve for dinner. We do a soup supper. I need to be able to cook all of that stuff tomorrow. And I did do a Walmart pickup today where I got a whole bunch of food. It was the first time I ordered food since I moved in here. Since we moved in here, we had a pretty bare fridge up to that point. So now we are stocked and we have everything we need for tomorrow and for at least the next week anyway. So that's my update for right now. Again, it's Tuesday night, the 23rd. We've been here since we finished moving Saturday, our big move on Saturday evening. So we are 3 days in, and I haven't touched any room except for the kitchen. So anyway, the rest of the house is still a disaster as well. But I will keep you guys posted as we move through those, and I'll be putting all these clips together at some point for various videos that I'll be sharing with you. So there will be lots more to come. Talk to you soon.
So these next few photos are going to be of the finished product once we got everything unpacked and put away. And so I'm standing in the dining room door looking into the kitchen, and you can see the door that we come in and out of every single day, along with, you can see that we have the leash and the tie out for Uther hanging right there next to the door. We use command hooks for those, you guys. And let me just tell you, command hooks have become one of my most favorite things. I never used any command products before we moved into this house. I have them everywhere now. If you haven't tried them, you need to. They'll be linked below. Next up, you can see the area that's between the refrigerator and the dining room door. And this has kind of become our command central. It is a place that gathers a lot of things and we have to work really hard at keeping it clear. But the thing I want you to notice is the command shelf there right next to the refrigerator. That thing is awesome. I was able to put it up without having to put any holes into the wall, and it helps get things up off the counter. You can also see we have Uther's food right down there next to it. It's a nice little compact area for us to keep some things that we need to have handy. Next up is the area over next to the stove. So the first thing I want you to see here is that magnetic strip up there on the wall where I've got some utensils hanging from it. It is amazing and really helped with that bucket that I have cooking utensils in. It was way overcrowded. You couldn't get anything out with things without things falling out. This really helped to free up some space. And then, so that's on the left side of the stove. And then on the right side of the stove, I have an identical one. This came in a 2-pack. Again, I will link that down below. But I was going to do a knife block and I decided I didn't want it on the counter. Again, another great way to get things up off of the counter and keep your counters clear. And I love having them there. It has really made a big difference. Another thing I love about this kitchen is the under cabinet lighting. So you can see it here, the lights turned on. Now look at the difference when it's turned off. Holy cow, I'm so glad they installed it. It's actually on a switch so that it makes it so easy to turn it on and off and get to it. And anyway, it's one of the features that I didn't even know that we had that until after we moved in. It's been amazing. In these photos now you're getting a good look at our sink area, and I love the rack that we have that goes up and over the sink instead of having it on the counter. And it really is a great space saving solution. And so again, another item that I'll link down below for you. You can see our coffee pot there in the corner. We have all of our coffee stuff down in the Lazy Susan underneath there. So that makes kind of like a little coffee station over there. And then these last few photos are just kind of me panning out a little further so you can see the whole kitchen. You get a good shot of our breakfast bar here where you can see Bug sits in that chair that's closest to you there at in the bottom center. And it's like her favorite spot to be if she's not on a chair over there next to the stove if I'm working over there. So anyway, this is our new kitchen. We absolutely love it. Our goal is to keep it this way all the time, looking amazing like this, but we are real people and we have, just stuff, and it can be difficult at times to keep that under control. So I keep looking at these photos and reminding myself, this is how we want to live without all of the clutter, without all of the disorganization. So that is what we are working toward. So yes, we finally got our kitchen unpacked, and while I didn't do a great job of getting the footage along the way after we got past those first few days, we did finally get it done, and I took lots of photos so that we could see what it looked like, and we have goals to make sure that our kitchen stays looking like that. And I've said it so many times in this series and in this video, I love my new kitchen, and it's really made a big difference in our food budget because we don't dine out nearly as much as we used to. It is pleasant for me to make dinner or lunch or breakfast for everybody now. Matt loves to make breakfast for us, and he loves doing it in this new kitchen. So anyhow, I could go on and on about that, but the fact that it has had a positive impact on our budget is a good thing. I will take that as a win. If you have not seen our whole new home series, then you just need to click on this link right here, and that is going to have the list of all of the videos that I've made. I think I'm up to 6 at the time that I'm making this, but I will continue to add to it over the course of the next few weeks as we are continuing to do home projects and things like that. And so many things have happened since we moved in, so I can't wait to share it all with you. So again, click on this playlist right here and I will meet you over there.